go. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to send her out. Ask that nose out. Good. I might even rub her with the stick just to do that. But if this hip is cocked toward me, I can just tip that and then push the nose out. We also talked about doing it this way, bringing your hand to your hip, but you're better off kind of tipping that nose and then asking her to go. Now I'm getting off the circle, the dirt circle, and that's okay, but I'm staying more back here. So from my arm to her hip is a 90-degree angle, and then this is a little less angle. So that way if I go to speed her up and her butt's at me, I can just bring it across and then resend the nose. Bring it across, resend the nose. That helps keep that hip out there. This exercise is a little more advanced than what we've done, but I just want you to see that I'm safer if I let her out at the head and I stay back here at the hip. Because if the hip is at me, I can just bump that hip around. Bump that hip around. And then if she faces me and I want to resend her, I just use my stick to kind of have her go that way. Tip her nose. If I want to tip her nose in, I pull my hand to this hip bone. I'll show you again. If I want to tip her nose in, I bring my hand to this hip bone. If I want to move her hip away from me, I bring my hand towards her hip. Towards her hip. And I do it with just one step. And if she gets a little close, see how I'm just using the stick in an up-down motion. This doesn't mean speed up. So I'm doing two things at one time. This stick is saying stay out, and the wiggle rope was saying slow down. So when the belly moved out, I stopped with the stick and I had to keep going. So here the nose is out. I'm pulling my hand to my hip to ask the nose in. I'm staying off this hip. And to move this hip out, I'm stepping and bumping and saying get your hip out but keep going. So I turn my belly button to the hip and then I turn my belly button to the center. And then I ask the nose in. So this leads us into those bending exercises that help her a whole lot. So here, step, there. So we're starting to get that hip away.